नमस्कार दोस्तों, हमारे YouTube चैनल में आप सबका स्वागत है।
सब्सक्राइब करो पहले। हाँ जल्दी करो, मुझे पता है कि आप लोग नहीं करते, वीडियो देखते हो लेकिन सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते। लाल कलर का बटन नहीं से दबाओ, जल्दी दबाओ, फिर मैं शुरू करूँ। दबा दो जल्दी।
By Bynum G. Meyer. Learning Objectives. Understand Research Proposal. Basic Skills for Generating Research Ideas. Title, Aim, Research Questions, and Research. Objectives. Convert an area of research into a research title. Be familiar with the contents of a research proposal. Prepare Gantt chart using Microsoft Project / Excel. Proposal. This is part of Alice's conversation with the Cheshire Cat. In this, Alice asks the cat, Carol, 198,963-4. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to walk from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to get to, said the cat. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way you walk, said the cat. Saunders et al., 2003. Proposal. What is it? The proposal is a brief document. The first stage of your dissertation. Requires some reading and thought but not intended to be a stumbling block. Ensures you start with a realistic and feasible dissertation topic. Helps you plan your work and visualize what your research project will look like. A work in progress. Your plans will probably evolve as you work on your dissertation. The proposal is good when it is a work proposal. An investigation into the causes of the global financial crisis and the subprime crisis and the after effects. Proposal. Above was an example of what is not doable. Proposal headings. Title. Background. Industry background. Research aim, research questions, or hypotheses. And objectives. Research methodology. Time scale. Resources. References. Title. Areas of interest. Title / topic. Same here. What do you think this book is about? War and Peace. Title. Minier, J. 2009. Opening a stock exchange. Journal of 91, 135 to 143. What do you think the above article is about? Title. A large body of theoretical and empirical literature has established a positive relationship between levels of stock market development and economic growth. However, previous empirical work has been based on samples of approximately 40 countries with the most highly developed financial systems. Since 1950, over 70 countries have opened their first national stock exchanges. Can such exchanges increase economic growth? I present a data set of my construction that describes the exchange openings that occurred between 1960 and 1998, and find that these exchanges have generated increases in growth during their first 5 years of existence, although the longer-term results are ambiguous. Title. Corporate Social Responsibility at Tesco's /BP /Shell etc. A case study of BP's oil crisis in 2010. An examination of the use of Facebook in marketing campaigns for teenage clothes. The causes of the global banking crisis. Delivering the 2012 Olympics on time and in budget. A study of stock market performance or a study of employee performance. Title. Topic. An empirical study on capital structure and profitability relationship and its impact on the value of firm. What do you think about the above? Title. Feedback on title. Title could be worded better. Title. A similar work in a journal. The research on the effects of capital structure on firm performance and evidence from the non-financial industry of Taiwan 50 and Taiwan. Midcap 100 from 1987 to 2007. Title. Redefining the title. An empirical study on capital structure and profitability relationship and its impact on the value of firm evidence from large non-finance companies listed in FTSE 100. Title. Flying High. The Evolution of British Airways. Corporate Strategy 2000 to 2010. Shopping around credit card switching behavior. In the UK 2000 to 2010. Supply chain management in the UK clothing. Business Next PLC's future strategy. Also note the use of title. Budgeting and budgetary control system as a management control tool, a case study of footwear. Retail sector of Pakistan. A critical evaluation of budgeting as a tool for management control, a case study of footwear. Retail sector of Pakistan. Title. The implementation of principles of sound corporate governance in emerging countries. An investigation into the nature of corporate governance and its effect to major stakeholders. With reference to companies in UAE. An investigation into the nature of corporate governance and its relationship to firm performance with reference to 50 listed companies in UAE. Title. Myers, S. C. 1984, The Capital Structure Puzzle. Journal of Finance, 39, 34, 575, 592. What do you think the above article is about? Title. Attributes of a good dissertation title/topic. Title. Need for research. Amenable to research methods. Achievable in a reasonable time. Symmetry of potential outcomes. The research topic should match both your interests and capabilities. Area for professional development. Contribution to knowledge. Attractive for funding. Title. Keywords may be useful: a critical evaluation, a case study, a longitudinal study. Title. Should be explanatory, short, and snappy. Colons are useful. Look at book or journal article titles for ideas. Born to Buy: The Commercialist Child and the New Consumer Culture by Juliet Shore, 2004. Title. Finance, Firm Size and Growth. Finance, Inequality, and the Poor. Stock Markets, Banks, and Economic Growth. Title. Financial Intermediation and Growth, Causality and Causes. Internal Finance and Growth, Microeconometric Evidence on Chinese Firms. Financial Development and Economic Growth. International Evidence. Modern Economic Growth Rate, Structure and Spread. Bank-based or market-based financial systems. Which is better? Productivity growth, convergence, and welfare. What the long-run data show. Stock markets, banks, and growth panel evidence. Title. Topic is not too topical, but has been explored. Not set in stone, it may change as the research progresses. Remember, a subject area, or a couple of key words, is not a topic related to your course. Background. Need for research. Background section: review of literature, no more than 2,000 words. Background. Why is research that you are planning worth the effort? Use of academic journals. Identify your area of research. Demonstrate your knowledge of the relevant literature. Clarify where your proposal fits into the debate in the literature. Identify gaps in existing literature. Show a clear link between the previous work that has been done in your field of research interest, and the content of your proposal, etc. Identify relevant academic theory, models, frameworks and concepts. Background. This also requires knowledge on how to review the literature. The section on review of literature will be explained separately. Industry background. No more than 250 words. Industry background. Place the research into context. This should clarify further why the research is being done, under what conditions it is being done, and what its impact is hoped to be. Research aim, research questions, or hypotheses, and objectives. What does this research aim to explore/find out? Hypotheses. Objectives. Research questions. Research aim, research questions, or hypotheses, and objectives. Research ideas, title, aim, hypotheses, questions, objectives. Visit and refine as needed. Research ideas. Generating research ideas. Saunders et al., 2007. Examining own strengths and interests. Looking at past project titles. Discussion. Searching the literature. Keeping a notebook of ideas. Exploring personal preferences using projects. Relevance trees. Brainstorming. Turning research ideas into research projects. Writing research questions. Writing research objectives. Research questions. Writing research questions. Research questions. One or maximum of two general focus research. Question. The question, S, may lead to several more detailed questions, or the definition of research. Objectives. Research questions. Beware of questions that are too easy to answer, and avoid the difficult ones. Saunders, 2007. Research questions. What is the proportion of graduates entering the civil service who attended the old established UK universities? Research questions. Why are graduates from old established UK universities more likely to enter the civil service than graduates from other universities? Research questions. Saunders et al., 2007. Unofficial processes that go on at staff selection which may favor one type of candidate over another. Overreaching yourself in the definition of research questions is a danger. Research questions. Clough and Nut Brown, 2002, Goldilocks test. Too big. Too small. Too hot. Research questions. Clough and Nut Brown, 2002, Goldilocks test. Just right. Research questions. Match too big, too small, too hot, just the right. With the followings. Insufficient sensitivities that may be aroused as a result of doing the research, investigation, at this time by this researcher and in this setting, funding problem. Research questions. Research idea into research questions. Research questions, research idea, research question. Research idea. Volatility in stock market. Research questions, research idea, research question. Research question. Why does stock market volatility change over time? Schwartz, 1989. Research questions, research idea, research question. Research idea. Developed countries, developed stock market and developed intermediaries. Research questions, research idea, research question. Research question. Do countries with well-developed stock markets also have well-developed banks and non-bank financial intermediaries? Kunt and Levine, 1996. Research questions, research idea, research question. Turn the following research ideas into research Questions. Advertising and share prices. Job recruitment via the Internet. The use of aroma as a marketing device. The use of Internet banking. The use of mobile banking. Research questions. Research idea. Research. Question. Advertising and share prices. How does the running of a TV advertising campaign designed to boost the image of a company affect its share price? Research questions. Research idea. Research. Question. Job recruitment via the Internet. How effective is recruiting for new staff via the Internet in comparison with traditional methods? Research questions. Research idea. Research. Question. The use of aromas as a marketing device. In what ways does the use of specific aromas in supermarkets affect buyer behavior? Research questions. Research idea. Research. Question. The use of Internet banking. What is the effect of Internet banking into the uses customers had on branch facilities? What is the effect of growth of Internet banking into the uses customers had on branch facilities? Research questions. Research idea. Research. Question. The use of mobile banking. What is the effect of consumers' knowledge about mobile banking into the uses customers had on branch facilities? How does the consumer's knowledge about mobile banking affect its adoption in XXX? Research objectives. Greater specificity than research questions. Research objectives. Question. Objective. Example. Why have organizations introduced team briefing? To identify organizations' objectives for team briefing schemes. Research objectives. Question. Objective. Example. How can the effectiveness of team briefing schemes be measured? To establish suitable effectiveness criteria for team briefing schemes. Research objectives. Question. Objective. Example. Has team briefing been effective? To describe the extent to which the effectiveness criteria for team briefing have been met. Research objectives. Question. Objective. Objectives are good when they pass the SMART test. Specific. Measurable. Achievable. Realistic. Timely. Research methodology. Longest after literature review, but more than 1,500 words. This section will detail how you intend to go about achieving your research objectives. It will explain your choice of research philosophy, inductive/deductive. It will also justify your choice of method in the light of the research objectives. It will also detail which sectors of the market you have chosen to research and why you chose these sectors. It will explain how you will ensure validity and reliability. Discuss the appropriateness of triangulation to your research. Research methodology. Include an explanation of the general way in which you intend to carry out the research. Will it be based, for example, on questionnaires, interviews, examination of secondary data, or use of a combination of data collection techniques? Explain why you have chosen your approach. Research methodology. If you are using a survey strategy, you should specify your population and sample size. You should also clarify how the survey instrument, such as questionnaire, will be distributed and how the data will be analyzed. If you are using interviews, you would explain how many interviews will be conducted, their intended duration, whether they will be audio recorded, and how they will be analyzed. But it is not necessary to include precise detail of the method you will employ, for example the questionnaire questions. Include how you are going to adhere to any ethical guidelines, medical patients and children. Research methodology. This requires knowledge various methodologies. It will not be in the scope of this RM sessions. However, few more common methodologies will be Explained separately. Time scale. This section needs to be very detailed and realistic. You must produce a detailed schedule that illustrates weekly activities and allows time for unexpected delays. A Gantt chart might help. See separate file on how to make Gantt chart using Microsoft Project. Resources. What resources do you need? Will you be able to access the data that you need to conduct your research? Do you have the required skills to perform the analysis? Limitations. References. How many? Style. Writing proposal best suggestion. Sample. Finam's brief proposal. Student work 1. Student work 2. Activity 1. Write down a list of topics associated with your master's degree that interest you enough for you to focus on. 2. Once you have located your area of interest, narrow it down to a central question that you would like to find the answer to or problem that you would like to find the solution to. 3. Now write these down as a series of questions that you can try to answer during your research. 4. Now try to work out what kinds of methodology you could use to do this. Report your conclusions to your group members. What am I expected? What am I expected? Identification of a field of study. Formulation of research questions. Problem solving. Data collection and analysis. Inference, assumption, conclusion, conjecture. Consequences, deduction, etc. Proof, confirmation, substantiate. Dissemination, broadcasting, publication, and communication. Thank you. Inference, assumption, conclusion, conjecture. Consequences, deduction, etc. Proof, confirmation, substantiate. Dissemination, broadcasting, publication, and communication. Thank you.
अगर आपको जानकारी अच्छी लगी हो तो चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब भी कीजिए।